Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rookie Outdoors. I'm here in my computer lab right now. Just got done with finals to find out that Florida just released their limited entry quota hunts for deer tags for 2018 and 2019. So I'm super excited. It's going to be my personal first deer hunt ever. Last years in the past, I've gone hog hunting, turkey hunting, and now this year I'm hoping to bag my first deer, my first turkey, my first duck, and hopefully my first gator. So I'm super excited, and I want to show you guys how to get involved, where to apply for limited entry quota hunts, what areas are available to you, as well as being able to check like harvest reports so you can see how many animals of what species have been harvested per area. And then I'll also show the people that are watching this that might have missed the limited entry quota hunt how to go for non-quota hunts, so that way you can know what areas you can go to all times of the year when the season's open. So stay tuned, show you guys exactly what to do. Alrighty, y'all, so here's the crash course tutorial on how to go for quota hunts on public land and where do you find what is available. So first things first, go ahead and open up Safari, Google, whatever you have, and type in Florida quota hunts. Enter. Now the first option here, just go ahead and click it. So welcome to the FWC page, and so here it'll give you an overview of everything you need to know as far as public hunting, what areas are available. But to apply for your quotas and also buy your licenses and tags, go to how to apply, and then once you get to this page, just go over down to the bottom and hit apply online. So once you do that, it's going to bring you to Go Outdoor Florida, and so this is a really cool page. As you can see, it has like fishing and hunting license available, and you can also see how much they are. So for a resident here, avid angler, which is freshwater, saltwater, snook and lobster permits, is only $54. And like an Explore Wild Florida, which includes management area permit, federal duck stamp, and $5 donations to youth programs are also available here. And you can also see how much they would be for non-residents. So the same package for the avid angler would be $114 for non-residents. And so it's a really cool website. And then you can also register up here. If you've ever purchased a license ever before, like even at a Walmart, then you want to hit returning customer login. If you've never been to the state of Florida, never bought a license here, go ahead and hit create customer account, and then you can get started that way. But since I am a returning customer, I'm just going to go here. Alright, y'all, so welcome to my page. You can see kind of the different permits and licenses I have. I have a little bit more that are extended down more, but you can see that I have like a turkey permit, management area permit. This one's really important if you want to go hunting for quota seasons, and especially on public land here in Florida. And you can purchase your licenses up here, but for applying for your limited entry quota, go ahead and click the button right here. Alrighty, awesome. So once you get to this page, you can see all the available options for hunting and exploring Florida. You see like there's an airboat opportunity for airboating, I guess. I'm not really sure exactly what that is. General gun, family hunt. I already applied for the archery season, so that's kind of not available anymore to me. Wild hog, etc. And you can see once it gets past this point, there's dollar signs and amounts over here, and I'll explain that here in just a sec. So basically what these dollar signs mean is a fee application is if you apply for it, whether or not you get it, you're going to pay that much, and if you're awarded that permit, the permit price is what you're going to pay if you do get awarded it. So if you go for St. Mark's Archery here, it's going to be $5 application fee, whether or not you get it. If you do end up getting it though, you're going to be paying $27 on top of that and 50 cents. So that's how that works. But you can see if I click General Gun here, you can apply both individually and in a group setting, depending what you're looking for. So I'm going to hit individual, and it's going to allow you to choose one of 5 options here. And so you can see that there are a ton of different options. And so having this many options, you might want to know what is going to be the best choices for you. Out of the 5 choices you have, you're going to be awarded one area. So what you're going to want to do to find out the best place to apply for is go back to the FWC main page over here, and you're going to want to hit WMA brochure. So once you get to the WMA brochure page, it's going to give you a lot of information and locations on the WMA brochures in the different regions. So you can actually view them all by hitting the WMA locations map. And you can see here, this is all of Florida. You have your northwest region, north central, northeast, southwest, and south. And every single dark point dark green area is actually available hunting land, and you can see that they're all labeled in different numbers. So depending on where you live and what section you are part of, you're going to want to look for those dark green areas, and you can find them over here. And so I am in Pinellas County over here, so the closest one to me looks about right here, which is 133, which is Green Swamp West Unit. So let me show you guys how you can check out the statistics and numbers and how well Green Swamp has done in the past. And so I would go down here, go back to Southwest, and you can see here these are all the Southwest available hunting areas. And so I'm going to hit the Green Swamp West Unit. So over here it's going to give me the regulations for 2018 all the way to 2019. They update every single year. And you can hit a brochure button, which will actually show everything you need to know about this place, the quota permits and information on quotas, as well as a general map of the area. And so it's a really cool program that Florida has implemented. I really like it because it gives you a map and it shows you everything from public access points to if you can use dogs, camping, and everything in between. But if you want to check out to see how well the place is done for hunting in general, you can actually go back to the Florida page over here, go down to the bottom, and you can see WMA harvest reports. Click that. So once you go here, there's a few different options you can choose as far as harvest reports go. You can choose like multiple areas, multiple years, the region, and you can really compare a lot of different areas. So if I hit by season multiple years and I go down to the harvest, I choose the Southwest region, go back, I choose the Green Swamp West Unit, and if I go and check the beginning year, I can go all the way down to like the 1980s when it first started if I wanted to, but I'm going to check it from 2013 to the last season. Generate report. Once you do this, you can see how many deer, does, bucks, hogs, turkeys. You can pretty much view every single game that has been harvested and how many of them, which is really cool. And you can see how it's been doing over the years, so you can see if it's been increasing, decreasing, and everything in between. You know, it's a really cool program, and you can play around with that and see how it works. And so that's pretty much everything you need to know for starting off on being able to find a place to go to. And then after that, you're going to want to scout that area, which is really important, which I'll talk about here in just a second. Alrighty, y'all, that's pretty much everything you need to know as far as getting started for quota hunts. But make sure that before you go on your hunt, you have all of your licenses that you need, and you can check that on those little WMA brochures to see what licenses you need to purchase and everything in between. But if you're somebody that might have missed the quota hunt, don't worry, that doesn't mean that you can't go hunting a lot of these areas that you are looking at. Basically what the quota hunt is, it's just a small amount of people that are allowed access to a hunting area, usually like a week or two before everybody else. So it doesn't mean that you can't kill anything, you can't go out into a certain area and go hunt it. It just means that you have a little bit delayed access to it. But the most important thing, whether you have a quota or not, is make sure that you do your homework on the place. Make sure to go scouting it multiple times, see where the game's been going in through, see what you can see, smell what you can smell, hear what you can hear, check for signs, prints, track, drop-ins, all that above, and usually if you put enough time and effort, you should be able to harvest an animal. So make sure to definitely do that. When I first started off, I actually went to an area that didn't have any quota hunts. It was just open to the public, and I spent weeks there trying to figure out how to, find the hogs and be able to shoot one. And after spending all that time, I only harvested one that season. But come the next season, I ended up harvesting 6 or 7 of them with my friends and I, because we just knew where they were. We spent a lot of time at this area. So make sure that wherever you go, you spend a lot of time figuring out how to hunt it. And so if you have any questions about anything with the WMAs, non-quotas, leave them down in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer those for you guys. If you're somebody that's a little bit more experienced, also leave some tips and tricks down in the comments too for some of us beginners. I've only been here in Florida for a year or two and started hunting about a year and a half ago. And so I'm super excited to go for deer season this year. It'll be my first time with my buddy Dean. I'll make sure to record that for you guys in the fall when we go. But thank you guys for checking out my video. You know, if there's anything that you wanna do, you wanna check out, or experience for the first time, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure to do that. But like, subscribe. Thank you guys, and hope you have a great day. Bye.